What is up, fellow critics? Yes, we have another review and reaction for you guys. Today we're gonna be doing Unbelievable episode 1. This was suggested to me and I decided to check it out. I seen like a quarter of the trailer. It looked interesting. It's out on Netflix. It's a limited series, so I don't know how long it's gonna be on there, but it looked interesting. It's about a girl, I guess she's been raped, and I guess certain people not believing her, and there's some detectives involved trying to figure out exactly what happened, I believe. Not 100% sure. I like going blind, but I heard it was really good, so we're gonna check it out and see if it's good. So before we start, make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics. So let's check it out.
Did he say anything?
He said if I screamed, he'd kill me.
That's troublesome, man. That's just a bad thing. It's crazy in this world that people are doing stuff like that. You don't wanna. That's so traumatizing. Like, just for anyone to go through that, it's just horrible. Oh, now they're here. Now the cops are here. You would think you would think they would let the detectives handle all the interviewing stuff instead of just a patrol guy.
I know this is hard, but I need to ask you some questions about what happened.
I already told him.
Exactly. That's why he should have just let the detective do all the questioning instead of the patrol guy. Because now she's gonna feel flustered that she has to, answer all the questions and tell the story all over again.
Just to be clear, the blindfold and the condom were from his backpack, but the laces and the knife were yours. Got it. How long did the assault last?
They're like so nonchalant with asking these questions. Like, geez. Can he be somewhat emotional? Like, she's going through a hard time. He's just like, oh, like he's just reading off like a script.
I know. Sorry. We need it for our records.
Damn, how many times you gotta tell the damn story?
Now I'm going to apply.
It's crazy how much she has to go through. It's crazy. Like, she already went through enough. Now she has to go through all this other stuff.
Now, if you experience any of the following: excessive bleeding, vaginal discharge, shortness of breath, trouble swallowing, hives, thoughts of killing yourself, there's a number there. I listed it on your instructions.
Jeez. Wow. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. Anyone who went through all this, man, my heart's out for you, because just watching this, like, it's tough. I'm thinking, just from seeing that scene, I'm thinking maybe while she was being raped, she kind of imagined, she's seen that picture and she kind of put herself back into when she was having a good time at the beach, so to kind of mask what was going on in real life. Thinking.
Take the statement home. All right, just fill it out in the next day or two and get it back to me.
Why is he? What's up with those looks he's giving her? Like, I understand, like, one thing you have to understand is, like, someone who went through such tragic thing like that, like, their head is going to be kind of messed up. Like, they're not going to be able to think straight. You go through so much crap. She gonna have, like, are you going to be able to fall asleep?
I want my sheets.
After what happened on them, if I were you, I would never want to see those sheets again.
Well, you're not me.
Damn. Marie is not handling well. I guess, everyone handles trauma their own way, and this is how she is. She's handling it. And for someone in her position where she doesn't have, no parents, she, through the foster system, pretty much probably all her life. So most likely that's how she always probably handled, stuff like that. Anything was probably lashing out and stuff like that.
You need anything else right now?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. That's.
I don't know. She's acting kind of weird. Like, she's very chipper for someone who went through what she did. Just saying.
I have no idea how she is. She seemed, I don't know, fine. Like nothing had happened. It was weird that I was even visiting her or something.
It could be two things. Those could be one or two things. One, she could be lying. Wanted attention. Could be, you know, you never know. Two is just that's how she's handling her trauma. She's trying to ignore it, pretend it never happened, so it won't affect her. That is not the best way to do it. Like, sometimes you gotta like talk things through, because when you ignore stuff, pretend it doesn't happen, and then you think about it again, it's gonna hit you even harder. So I think it could be one of those two things. Either, you know, didn't happen, or she's just trying to forget that it happened at all, and just, you know.
The hotel and again.
Yeah, really, girl?
That's
What the hell's wrong with you?
You both have some doubts about Marie's story.
Not doubts. I just thought since I had this feeling, maybe I had an obligation to share it with you.
That's interesting. So, Marie's foster mother has some, not doubts, but just, you know, it just feels weird the way she's acting through all this, because they know she is, you know, she's been through some tough times, and she, like previously, she likes the attention. So saying it's, you know, it's just a check it out type thing. She's trying to let him know, like, hey, just get the whole picture first. So, you know, try to look through everything, and, you know, in both ways, as if it happened or as it hasn't happened, just to, you know, get the whole feeling for it.
You wrote that you tried calling Connor, then called Judith, then cut yourself free.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How can you call? That doesn't make any sense. She couldn't call them without, she had to cut herself free first before she made the call. All right. She kind of messed up there.
I guess she was still tied up, so she dialed the phone with her toes.
Dialed the phone with her
With her
toes.
Wondering if we could meet again.
Why? Am I in trouble?
What? What? That's not good. That's the first thing she thinks
asked
of.
if she was in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not the only ones.
No, dude. Why are you snitching on people?
Who?
Well, Judith, for one.
Oh.
Said that?
That's not your fault.
So, Marie, tell us. We need to know.
Damn. I wonder now I'm wondering, like, did this really happen or not? You got me conflicted now. Damn. All right, let's find out.
No one came in your apartment. And the shoelaces, the knife, you did that.
Ah, man, that's tough. I don't even, it's weird how she said it though. Like, was she just saying it just to get it over with, or you know, like, is she lying now, or is she telling the truth? I don't even know. And then plus, are they gonna, like, you get in trouble, you get arrested for that. You know, that's, you filing false police reports and stuff. You can get arrested for that. I don't know if they're gonna press charges on her or not, be giving her circumstances. So maybe they'll give her some leeway. You know, she's been through a lot. You know, maybe they won't press charges against her, but it's possible she can go to jail for this.
This is not what you just said.
Uh-oh.
I dreamed that I was raped. When I woke up, it felt so real, I believed that it had happened. The only thing we know for sure is that you have told us at least 3 lies.
Damn.
Okay.
What?
Okay, what?
What? Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll write the statement now.
Oh, man, that, wow, that threw me for a loop. I mean, all right, like I said, she's going through a lot, but I don't know what's going on. Like, she she can't like get it straight of what happened, or but it seems like she keeps on going back to being on the beach. So I wonder if that plays a part in this, or that's her safe place where she goes to to block her out of all the freaking crap she's been going through. But yeah, that's like, no matter what she says now, they're not going to believe her at all unless they find evidence themselves. So it's I don't know where this is going to go, but let's see.
But you need to know, if you take it and fail, that's called making a false statement.
She already made a false statement. She already made the false statement.
So, what's the story?
Nope. Totally made up. Says she didn't think it would turn into such a big thing.
She might get kicked out of her home. Oh no. No, don't do it! Ugh. Wow. Wow, what a crazy episode, and a crazy way to start the show. Let's talk about the episode. So, this girl, Marie, she was raped inside of her apartment, her group home. It's sort of like a group home for foster kids. They get their own little apartment, stuff like that. And she is raped. She calls the police, calls her foster mother. Foster mother comes as well, and she gives her statement, gives all her swabs and all that stuff, and multiple statements, multiple people she's telling this story to. And she's saying it's a guy with a mask on, ties her up, with her own shoelaces. He has her knife. She gets blindfolded. He takes pictures and he rapes her. And so yeah, that's a very traumatic thing to happen, to be raped. Like I said, my heart goes out to anyone who's raped. She calls her foster mother, and her foster mother Kaitlyn comes to go see her. She's not acting the way that you would think normally people would be raped would act. Like, she's giddy and happy, and just like it's any other day. And her foster mother's like, hey, are you okay? It's okay to talk about these things. It's okay to, you don't have to hide it. And she's like, nothing's going on. So Colleen talks to Judith, her other foster mother, and so Judith actually talks to the detective and let him know, like, hey, she's been through so much, and she's been through different foster homes. Her parents, she had problems with her parents. Then she had problems in certain foster homes, like she was being fed dog food, and she went through a lot of stuff. While Judith had her as well, she was acting up. She would dance, twerking and stuff on the table at an 8-year-old's birthday party and blowing out the candles. So she needs the attention. She never got all that attention, and she needs it. She was telling him, like, hey, she's been by herself for like 6 months now, living by herself, and maybe she's not getting the attention that she needs, and she decides to call to make this lie up, and so she would get some attention from everyone. Detective kind of goes over with her about her story, and just certain things just not adding up. Certain things about who she called afterward. She had a version where she called before she cut herself free, and then she had a version where she called her friend with her feet. So it was a lot of conflicting storylines. So they get her back to the precinct, and they have her like, hey, you need to tell us what's going on. Is this true or isn't true? Like, you're giving us completely different stories, and we need to know. So after like they hound her a little bit, she pretty much admits, hey, I made this up. It's not true. I made it up. So they're like, all right, okay, cool. You got to write this statement down. Write the statement exactly the way you told us. And they're like, okay. And they left the room. And I kind of figure, like, something's going on. It seems a little weird. And so they come back, and she wrote, like, I dreamt it. I thought I was raped. I had a bad dream, and I thought, and the detective was like, yo, this is not what you just told us. You told us you made it all up, not you thought it happened. You know, you need to, you know, tell us exactly what's going on. You can't mess around with this. You're wasting time. It seems like she goes into this place to like calms herself down. And it might be the beach. So she goes to this place that calms her down, and she's like, okay, I'm ready for the statement. I'm thinking that she's gonna be like, hey, you know, I really was raped. No, she wrote, I wasn't raped. I made it all up. She's back to her apartment, and her counselor are like, hey, did you get raped or not? You know, you need to let us know. And she was like, no, I had got raped. I did get raped. So why are you telling the police you didn't? You know, we need to know if there's a real rapist around in this area, because we're all, you know, there's a lot of, you know, young kids living by themselves. So they all go back to the precinct, and they talk to her again, and she says, hey, I was raped. And now these guys are like fed up. I'm like, all right, listen, you need to tell us the truth. You already wrote down that you weren't raped. Now you want to change it again? Why? Because the counselors were upset with you? She was like, oh, you know, I can take a polygraph. It was like, all right, well, if you take this polygraph and you fail it, you go into jail. Which, be honest, she can already go to jail. She already put a statement in and signed her statement multiple times. That polygraph, I guess they were just throwing her a bone. They were just trying to help her out, because she can easily have been arrested multiple times. Since the first one she wrote, she could have been arrested for. So they're like, all right, are you going to take this polygraph or not? And she ends up not taking it. She tells them, hey, I made it all up. Back at the, you know, at the home, all the other kids who are staying in these apartments are so pissed off at her because she lied. You know, they were all upset about what happened, and plus they're scared. Just happened, it could happen again, one of them, you know. So they're all scared about it, and they're all pissed off about her, you know, at her. And so she goes to Judith's house and takes her bike, and Judith sees her. Marie tells her like that the cop ratted Judith out. And, you know, now she knows that Judith was saying stuff about the cops, and she was like, hey, I only told, you know, your past, you know. So Marie takes off, and then you see her walking on a bridge, and then she walks over the barrier, and it ends the episode. So I wonder if she jumped or not. Leaves it open-ended. Is she gonna jump? Did she jump? Very interesting. Like, it can go multiple ways with this show. She jumped, killed herself, and now we find out it really did happen now, you know, or she didn't jump and other stuff happened. So I wonder how it's gonna go. So yeah, that was the first episode. I'm really enjoying this show. I really like it. I can't wait to see where it goes. And this is all based on actual events. So it makes me, after this is all over, maybe I'll go and check out the case and see what really happened. But guys, let me know what you thought of Unbelievable. I'm liking it so far. Hopefully it's good. I heard everyone saying it was good, so they did a good job with the first episode. Guys, let me know. Thank you for watching. Make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics. We have a lot more content for you guys. So we'll catch you next video. Peace out.